What if you had the best level of confidence and charisma to take your life and your business to the highest level? Welcome to the Prosperity Insider Show. I am Chief Solutionist David Don Hobley, and today and for the next 3 broadcasts, I have a very special guest. My guest is Prosperity Insider's Master Prosperity Insider training partner and spoken word strategist, the amazing Tom Marcoux.
Thank you, David. It is a joy to be here, to be able to serve our viewers, and to provide powerful material that will help every person watching this episode the valuable techniques that will help you express your confidence and radiate charisma.
Absolutely. And today we're going to teach about how you can have the best and highest level of confidence and charisma, which you need to take your life and your business to the highest level using what we call the now method. And for those who stay to the very end of the show, Tom and I are going to gift you one of our valuable books. That's 2 books, one from Tom and one from myself, and you'll want to stick around to the end of the show. And now, Tom is going to tell us about the now method.
So the now method is very practical and pragmatic techniques and methods to help you express your confidence and radiate charisma. What's valuable about this process is that you can start using these techniques from this moment forward. Once you hear about how to use it, you can then start applying these valuable methods.
So the crucial material for any presentation, whether you're speaking online or you're doing a video, that crucial material involves emotion and story. You do that, you want to communicate confidently and powerfully, and you can do that with emotion and story. I'm going to give you an example. So here is my story. Imagine that you have an experience that changes you and gives your life a new direction. I had the honor of being part of the U.S. Air Force Honor Guard. What this means is I was there to honor the tremendous hard work and sacrifices that our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Coast Guardsmen, and Marines have made day in and day out. My duty was to honor those who gave the ultimate sacrifice, sadly, even in death. I remember the transfer cases. I remember the coffins. I remember the faces of the fallen heroes. I remember the faces of the grieving loved ones. I had the honor of ceremoniously folding the flag and presenting the flag and the shells from the 21-gun salute to the grieving loved one, also known as the next of kin. I realize that my story can be heavy and intense for some listeners, and you'll remember that I begin with, imagine that you have an experience that changes you and gives your life new direction. Because of my personal experience as a member of the Air Force Honor Guard, I went from service in the Air Force to service in my mission with Prosperity Insider. So I'm having a little technical difficulty with StreamYard. You got to love that. It's not switching me back to slides, so bear with me one moment. All right, here we go. I am inspired every day that I was part of a team that honored brave people that gave their lives to protect the innocent around the world and to protect their freedoms. I remember those fallen heroes and their families. My mission right now is to help you so that you can serve others. I am here to help you. You see, entrepreneurship is a pillar of freedom, the freedom to imagine, the freedom to create, the freedom to help others, and the freedom to live a life that you design. And so I was inspired to start Prosperity Insider to protect your freedom to live a life of health, wealth, and wisdom, a life of abundance, and a balanced life of prosperity. So that's my story. Now, I trust that you could feel my emotion. I trust that you could feel it well up inside of you. You can see how telling a story moves your audience. This is better than a simple comment like, I'm passionate about my work. Now you know where I'm coming from. This is better than a simple comment like, I'm passionate about this work. Now you know where I'm coming from. Let me share with you how much I feel more confident because I have a clear story. This is so much better than merely saying, I am dedicated. Our conversation here is giving you real tools that you can use to increase your confidence and to help you radiate charisma. You now have the first tool, Navigate with Emotion and Story, and this is a special advantage for you. You can experience feeling much more confident when you navigate emotion and story. When I share my heart, my emotion, and my story, this is how I reach you, so you can feel how I feel. Focusing on emotion and story will give you the edge so that you express charisma and you can rise to the high level of being persuasive. Charisma comes from inside of you. People respond to real emotion and a real story. So pause for just a moment. Think about one of your stories and think about something you need to tell somebody. Consider how you might connect your story to what you're talking about. Then you can communicate on a much deeper level. Then you can come across as confident and you can radiate charisma. And now, Prosperity Insider Master Training Partner and spoken word strategist will give us the next session, the O of the now process.
Thank you, David. Yes. So I am Tom Marcoux, spoken word strategist, and I'm going to now share with you the O of the now process. And the O is for optimize your rehearsal and recovery methods. Now, this is really powerful material because it will help you reduce fear and also reduce any nervousness. Now, I learned this the hard way. See, when I was 9 years old, I was shy. I did certain timid behaviors. And the thing is, I was playing the piano for some seniors at this retirement home. And I was terrified that I would make a mistake. And the challenge here is that when you're focused on being afraid about making a mistake, you're all focused on, oh, how am I doing? How am I doing? And what I did was I learned over the years, because I was interested in raising my confidence level, I learned to switch, to shift from, oh, how am I doing, to how are you doing? And that is the powerful thing. When you switch into the space of how are you doing and demonstrate that you're totally tuned in to what the person needs. And it's not about, in terms of being charismatic, it's not about trying to show how great you are. It's about showing how you're tuned in and how you are here to serve the person and release how great that person is. And so this is the power, and it comes from actually something that I've taught my MBA students when I've taught at Stanford University and other institutions. The first thing I teach is recovery methods. Recovery methods are those special techniques that help you, particularly when your mind goes blank. That's the first thing that anyone who has to speak in a Zoom call or in a presentation or do a webinar, the first thing that they think about is, oh, will I have a situation where my mind goes blank? And what you do is you memorize and you rehearse the recovery method. Here's one of them. So I'm at IBM, my mind goes blank, and I say, oh, I need to pause for a moment. My brain needs more RAM. Now, at IBM, a RAM, random access memory joke, was terrific. They loved it, they laughed, they enjoyed it. But the detail was that I said, I need to pause for a moment. And when you do that, you tell the audience what you're up to, you maintain poise, you maintain confidence, you maintain coming across with charisma. So I need to pause for a moment. I want my next couple of paragraphs to be really valuable to you. Now, here's an example. If you're hit in a Zoom call with a question, let's say you're presenting a product or a service and you're presenting to like a whole group or a team of a particular organization, and suddenly you're hit with the worst question, you don't know what to say, and you go, oh, I need to pause for a moment. I want my response to be valuable to you. Now, this happened to me. I was in front of the Silicon Valley chapter of the Project Management Institute, a whole big room full of people, and someone hit me with a question. The question was, what do you do if you have a boss who listens to nobody? And I said, I need to pause for a moment. I want my response to be valuable to you. I had no idea what my answer was going to be, but since I memorized that recovery method, I was able to, by the end of saying, I need to pause for a moment, I want my response to be valuable to you, the idea came to me, which is what you do with someone who won't listen to you, you quote that person back to him or herself. You just say, hey, George, you know how last week you said we should do ABC? Well, if we put 1, 2, 3 onto it, it'll be even better. This is the power of having recovery methods. And I'll give you one more recovery method at this moment, which is, what if you overdo it? You are too pushy. Well, you can just say, oh, forgive me. I was just so excited about the ABC section. When you say forgive me, you maintain poise, you maintain confidence, you come across as charismatic, you don't look like, oh, I made a big mistake. No, instead you say, oh, forgive me. I was just so excited about the ABC section. And then what happens is you invite them to forgive you and you just flow right on forward. And so I've now shared with you recovery methods. Remember to optimize your rehearsal and recovery methods. And now we're going to go to the next step. Now, in this step, together, David and I are going to present to you the W of the now process. It's win with a pre-frame. And a pre-frame is a device, it's a thing you do that will put your audience where they can see and receive and hear your message. So the idea here is a pre-frame is crucial. And now David's going to share an experience he had when a mentor of his did not use a pre-frame and something went wrong.
Yeah, Tom, I remember this situation in which a good pre-frame could have stopped an audience member from having a negative perception. So I had a fellow mentee in a mentorship that I'm in that perceived that my mentor was being extremely hard on me in his delivery of suggested instruction. What they had not realized is that I am prior military and my mentor knew this. And he knew that I'd been in the program for a while, and then he decided to cut to the chase and provided that instruction very directly towards me. Later, in another training, after learning how some of the fellow mentees had previously had a negative perception, my mentor used a powerful pre-frame. He told the group about the fact that I am a U.S. military veteran. I am strong and used to receiving instruction in this manner. So now the group was ready to hear me get clear and direct instruction. Without the pre-frame, some people might have thought that instruction was a bit harsh. The pre-frame sets people into the right mindset. It helps to eliminate distractions and negative emotions and might stick in people, the emotions that might stick in people's minds. So, Tom, you had some more details on this, right?
Absolutely. So what I want to do is talk about a pre-frame. If you look at the screen right there and you see Chief Solutionist David Hobley, that's a pre-frame. Or when you also see on the screen that I'm Tom Marcoux, spoken word strategist, that's a pre-frame. People will realize this. And in fact, I have clients who say, Tom is magic with words. And so the idea here is a pre-frame will get the person into a space to be receptive of what you're expressing, and then they can easily say yes to you. Here's one other example about a pre-frame. So let's say you're on a Zoom call and you're one person presenting to many. That is a team in an organization, and you can use a pre-frame like this. You could say, I've learned that you folks, you really focus on the most important details when you're thinking about bringing something new into the organization. So I'm curious, what's most important to you about the ABC section? Now, this pre-frame is terrific. What you do is you help everyone focus on the most important details, which means the value that what you're offering, the product or service, is offering. That's the value. That's most important. And then you also get them to share with you. You say, oh, I'm curious. What's most important to you about? And they'll tell you, and then what you do with your confidence and being charismatic, what you do is you focus on what's most important to your audience. And that is how you get them to say yes to you. And that's how you're also able to help them persuade themselves. So once again, you're charismatic and you're confident and competent. And so now we're ready to go to the next step. We are going to have these terrific gifts for you. As you can see, there's a book in David's hand. That book is Prosperity Insider's Online Business Learn, Earn, Leverage. And the book in my hand is Time Management Secrets The Rich Won't Tell You. So the idea here is that when you stay to the close of this program, you will be given access. You will know how to access these terrific books that will provide so much value to you. So stay with our whole show. And now we'll move on to our next step.
Now that you've had this introduction to the vital details of how to be more confident and express your charisma on a higher level, there's much more. We invite you to go to the next step and take action. Rise to the next level by joining our special opportunity called the Super Sessions. This is the next level related to using insider tricks to power up your confidence and your charisma. Here's the exciting part. The first 10 people to register can submit material. There will be 4 sessions, so we'll work with one person per session. We'll improve that person's material during that session. All attendees have a tremendous opportunity to witness the real-time improvements of the material. Better than that, you can submit questions. Select questions will be answered in real time. You'll be right there either having your material improved or learning with the group the in-depth insider tricks for making your material more persuasive. So you're wondering, what kind of material can you submit so that your items come across to the audience or target market as confident, and so that your material will radiate charisma? If you would like to submit some material on video, you can submit the opening of your pitch, speech, or Zoom call, a video of your closing section or sales offer, or a video of a tough section to write of any offer. If you choose, you can submit written material. You can submit your sales message email, your sales web page, your speech, the written text of your speech, or your squeeze page of your website. So please realize that the cost of this training will go up from here. This training will never be offered again at this price point. What's exciting about that is you'll be right there, just like you're in the room, and we're actually using the material as a case study. At the same time, we're helping that individual so that they can do much better with their material, and even better, everyone who registers can submit questions during the session. We'll answer selected questions during the live session as we go deeper into the material. We'll build on the basics of what you've learned, but your real advantage is that we're going to go deeper. It's going to be practical and pragmatic, and it's going to be in real time. So this is your big opportunity. Register now through the link below. Do not miss this. When we work with clients, they usually invest $12,000 for a package of sessions with us. With this big opportunity, you get massively discounted access through high-level methods and guidance. The sessions are going to be an empowering experience. This is so much better than just reading. Why? We go deep, and we make a true springboard so that you can rise to the high levels of confidence and charisma. So don't hesitate. Seize the opportunity. Remember, the first 10 people that register through the link below right now can submit their material. Yes, there are 4 slots, That means one person per session will have real-time guidance during each session, and all other participants will have the best seat in the house to learn right along with that person. Tom and I encourage you to take action now. Register now. Be one of the first 10 people to register, and then you can submit your material. Learn how to apply truly effective methods and skills. Show the world your improved material in which you shine at your best. We'll even take the opportunity to promote you. We have a limited number of slots in this program. Register for super sessions and take your business and your life to the high levels. Be at your best, radiating confidence and charisma. Take action now at action.prosperityinsider.com. Again, that domain is right on the video here. Action.prosperityinsider.com. So now we would like to gift you the gifts that we prepared for you because we appreciate you attending our show. So as a thank you for attending, Tom and I have both of these books. Tom's book, Time Management Secrets the Rich Won't Tell You, and my book, Prosperity Insider's Online Business, Learn, Earn, and Leverage. Please go to awesomefreegift.com. That's awesomefreegift.com and register and confirm your email address, and then you'll be provided the download link for your 2 ebooks. I'm David Don Hobley, Chief Solutionist and founder of Prosperity Insider.
And I'm Tom Marcoux, the spoken word strategist.
We wish you the best of true prosperity of health, wealth, and wisdom. Thank you very much for viewing our show.
Thank you. Be well.